Hey, 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 what is going on today? You guys are in my head. And you're still in my head. Here we go. That's what I was trying to do. Hey, welcome back to Married in Minecraft. And I am up here in this thing because I've got a slight problem. I was just noticing, trying to figure out how to fix it. My kelp is not all going into the collector. I mean, most times it does, but this kelp here in my hand, see, Nick, I just got some more. It's kind of like floating like right there. It's not making it over here into the collection thing. And so I was trying to figure out how I could fix that. But that's actually not what we're doing today. Today what we're doing is we're going to be doing some pest control stuff. Let me talk. Wait. It is supposed to be a treadmill stream. So I got to get the treadmill going. Let's get moving on that. Let's get that started. How's it going, Tyler? Hopefully everything's going good on your end where you are today. 2.5. There we go. All right, we are at 2.5. And let's see. I can see you guys in the chat room over on Kick, and I can hear you guys in the chat room on all the other channels. And let's get started. Okay, so yesterday we had, might as well take this over here while I'm here. Grab what's out of here and take it over to start smelting it. So yesterday we did a lot with chickens. We had a lot of chickens that we brought over to the area. I love this bar. I mean, I want to make it a little bit better. There's not, I wish there was a way to do bar stools that weren't like attached to the bar. But, we'll work on that. And then we've got some space over here. Maybe we put in a dance floor or something. Got a couple of booths here. I really wish we could have furniture, that usable furniture on Minecraft. What's going on, John? Good to see you. And we're going to drop this stuff off in here. Boom. Boom. Let's see how much we got. We got quite a bit here that we can turn into a barrel or a scaffolding for a stool. That's an idea. Scaffolding, maybe take scaffolding and put a piece of carpet on top of it, maybe. Make it look like a stool. That might. Or I think it would probably look more like a table, though. Have to think about that. Anyway, what are we doing today? We are supposed to be trying to do more over in the Warden Arena. Still working on getting that squared away. But yesterday we had an incident. We have those three things up there. Look, all the bees are good. That's good to know. We had those three things up there, and I threw some eggs up there just trying to see what would happen. The eggs didn't set off the shrieker, but of course then when I decided to throw my trident at it several times, that did set off the shrieker. And once the shrieker did set off, the warden did show up, and he fell down, and then he came over here, and he took out our police force before I was able to get him to follow me over to the safe zone and remove him from our town. However, he did unalive one of the librarians. Bad Rabbit still hadn't figured out which one yet. So one of the things I want to do is make sure that there's no way for that to happen again. I think I did that yesterday, but let's just run through here and make sure he can't get out any 1 block wide hole like this that's 3 blocks tall. He can actually get through. So, you know what? Let's do this. I'm just going to move this block over and use this as the one keeping him from getting through. So now he shouldn't be able to get up to get out there. What's that? Okay, nope. Can't get over there. So he can get up, but it's only 2 blocks, so he can't get through. Can he get over? Nope. Shouldn't be able to get over there. Can't get through here. Okay. I think, wait. 1, 2, 3, yep, he can't get up there. Okay. I think this area is relatively safe. Now that doesn't mean he might not get smart and go around to the other area. So let's make sure that that area is also, and usually in the corner over here we have a place where he could get up. Yeah, he could get up here. That is definitely 3 blocks tall. Let's see. Yeah, and he could get up over here a lot too. What do I have? I got 6 blocks here. That, one of the things we wanted to do was also to finish or fix any of the structures that were kind of broken down from age or whatever it is. It's got the ancient city broken down. I think there's supposed to be a block right here. And there are steps over here. We could put a gate on that side of there, and we can just fix this. We're just going to fix this so that they can't come through, period. Boom. If I do that, this is still pretty wide through here, but it's not the width that's going to be an issue. It is the height. So, boom, 2 blocks there. He can't get through. He can stand here, but I don't think he can get out because it's only 2 blocks right there. We'll make this 2 blocks as well, and we will make this 2 blocks as well. There. That should fix that. And we'll do the same thing over here. In fact, you know what? Let's just take this center wall out. This one right here. We'll leave 1 column for structural support, but the rest of this can be taken out. There we go. And 2 blocks all the way around here. He can't get through. Even if he can get up, he can't get through. Okay, so he can get up, but he can't get through. And same over here. He can get up, but he can't get through. So I would say that's good. Now over here is an issue, but we could also do this. 1, 2, 3, and now he can't get to the block to come up. We can still come up as 2 block high entities, but he can't. So then if he's going to try to come around this way, he'd come over here and we could do the same thing here. But I wonder if he could get through there. I bet you he could. I don't know. It's partially filled with that block there, so maybe he couldn't get through there. To fix that, though, I could just take those out and not take the chance. Boom. For some reason, I can't pick those up. I wonder what that reason is. Maybe it's because I got eggs that I can go throw at somebody. Let's do that. And if I'm going to lose something, I'll lose that 1 block there. All right, let's see what kind of chickens I can... Oh, what are you doing out here, buddy? You're not supposed to... Oh, boy. Let's see. Any of your buddies out here with you? You got any friends out here hanging around outside of the area where you're supposed to be? No? No? You're not following me. What's going on? Come on. Trying to see if you got any buddies out here. All right. Come on, dude. Stay with me now. We're going to walk around the long way and see if there's anybody else out here who has, what is, oh, okay, I'm like, you're not following me, man. All right, I'm not, wait. I thought I saw something over there by that pool of water, but no. All right, let's go this way. Chicken duck. And there's chickens down there. Not supposed to be in here. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Jump. 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 There you go. Anybody else over here? There's two of you over here. Uh-huh. Here's another one. Come on. What are you, stuck? Come on. I got seeds, bud. What's going on with you? I'm going to push you down myself. Come on. There, he was stuck on that ladder, I think. All right. And what else? Scaffolding with a slab on top. That's an idea. Dude, what is going on with you guys today? You're losing track in like left and right. You are not able to keep track. Up, another loose chicken. I see ya. Up, and another. Okay, I got like 5. Who else is around here that ain't supposed to be? Uh-huh. 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 Come on. Whoa, another one. Where are you guys getting out? Let's stay away from that dude. He's a bit angry right now. Okay, there's no way you can hop over the fence here. I mean, we can hop in over here, but you can't hop out over here. So, let's pick up all these eggs while we're here. Another egg. Another egg. All right. Everybody in that was over here on that side of the fence? Did you guys all make it in? I think they did. Okay, let's dispense with these eggs. All right. And these eggs too. Look at that. Little baby chickens floating down. All right, now that could be a problem. If they landed on top of that, then they could run across and get down. So that could be an issue. Amanchu, what's going on? How's it going? We are going to be trying to get rid of the pest that showed up yesterday. And haven't really thought too much about how to do this since yesterday. But I need to ensure that we don't have any incidents like we did yesterday. We lost a villager, lost a librarian. I'm not sure which one yet. Bad Rabbit hasn't figured that out. But we did lose a librarian, and we lost the entire police force for the town. They were completely decimated, although there were only 3 to begin with. And I'm completely off track going around collecting eggs. This is one of those never-ending tasks. You think you've gotten them all, and then you turn around and then there's a couple more eggs. All right, got a couple of baby chickens floating down. I love that animation. That's just so funny. All right, and another egg. See? You're never done picking up eggs. And another one. All right, I need to get out of here. Can I hop over the fence if I go like, nope, I can't. Let's try that again. Oh, you know what? It's gonna hurt a little bit though. But if I come, look, an egg up here too, see? Poof, there you go. All right, here we go. Run and jump, ow, my knees. Okay, only lost that one heart on that. Oof. It's raining chickens in there. It is. All right, so we're going to come back and we'll deal with those chickens later. The first thing we've got to deal with, though, is these shriekers. So, again, haven't really thought about how to do this very much, but I'm thinking if I can get up there and initially drop some wool between. There's one sensor up there, so I'm thinking if I can initially drop some wool between that one sensor and the other shriekers, then that should give me the time to cut the sensor down and then cut the shriekers down. Or I could just go straight for trying to mine the shrieker out, the sensor out, and not even bother with the wool. And I'm thinking that's the way I'm leaning, is if I could just cut the sensor out, then I don't have to worry about it. So do I have, or what do I have in here? No wool. I've got wool in my inventory, so if I want to go the wool option, I can. And what I do need, though, is these. And one is not going to cut it. So let's go back over here and see what I've got. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and cut down some bamboo, take it back with me. It's getting kind of tall anyway. So if you haven't been here before and you're wondering why is this dude out of breath, well, it's because I actually am on a treadmill. Welcome to the treadmill stream, lunchtime on the East Coast. We are trying to do 2.5 miles an hour on a treadmill. And I used to say we're going to go 2 miles, but you know, sometimes we go over 2 miles, sometimes we would go under 2 miles. So I'm just going to say that we're doing 2.5 miles an hour. We'll see where that gets us when we're done. Trying to get all of this. I hate leaving stuff behind. I hate wasting resources. Come here. Oh, got it. All right, now I got to see if I have any string. I wonder if I have any in here in the church. No. By the way, this is what I'm calling the church. We kind of built this little structure around. This is one of those, I don't know, temple kind of things that is already here. You know, and LA would work great for picking up stuff when I'm doing that, you know, because the big tall bamboo falls sometimes up where I can't get it. That would be a great idea, bringing LA down here. So, built this structure just so that when we do go ahead and get another villager, we'll put the brewing stand in there. We'll have a padre working in there. This, of course, was the old zombie catcher. It's kind of unneeded right now, but I haven't taken it down yet. This sucker right here, this was one of those broke up towers that you see all the time. And I went ahead and took a shot at trying to repair it and put it back together. Of course, it only had those two pillars over there. So I went on and repaired what I could from, you know, trying to duplicate what's over there on that corner, on this corner, blah, blah, blah. And I think we've got it put back together again. This is, Bad Rabbit came and put trees up here. I don't know why she wanted to grow trees in here, but she did. It's the second level. This is the third level, and this is kind of like, to me, it looks like this is like an outpost. It looks like an early design of a pillager outpost structure, and this would be the top part of the outpost. There's the box that shall remain unopened until at least the 7th of June. Hopefully you guys have heard the announcement already. The big announcement that came today while I was in the middle of meetings and was unable to see the video is that the 1.20 update is going to be released on 7 June 2023. Woohoo! And then what's up here? Okay, yeah, this is just the roof. And she put a big tree up on the roof as well. Don't know why, but so this tower now has trees growing in it. What is this thing over here? This is going to be a restaurant. Right now we don't have any employees for the restaurant, and the construction has been kind of put on hold until we get some other folks to work in the restaurant. Dude's not collecting up his wheat. That's kind of a good thing if you can catch it when he's here. We've put in minecart collection systems before in the past to pick that stuff up, but then it kind of messes around with their ability to replant. I don't know why. Makes no sense to me, but it has. All right, so I was gonna look for string on my way back to the safe room, where there probably is definitely string. But if I could have found it in one of the other trunks before getting here, all the better for me. Let's see. Oh, look at that. I didn't even need to worry about that because Bad Rabbit has a bunch of scaffolding already here. So I'll just drop my bamboo off, mix my water with theirs, as they would say in Dune. There's 33 bamboo each. I'm going to keep the seeds. I don't need the helmet. Let's put that down. Scree! Heard the great news earlier. Yeah, that is some good news. I honestly don't know how we're going to proceed with that. There's so much to do here. So much to do. I mean, I've got Mandalia. I've got the Divergence SMP, and also the next update SMP. But I guess the next update SMP becomes less important because the update will be here. But 7 June, that is this year, 2023, 7 June, is when Minecraft 1.20 will be dropping. And there's a lot of trunks to be opened, a lot of netherite to be mined prior to then. So you've got your calendar, time to get to it. All right. That sounds like a clip right there. Oof, I forgot to let the baby cows back in with the mama cows, and they're all, oh well, they're all mama cows now. Maybe I'll just slaughter the baby cows that are now mama cows and go in and feed the mama cows. Usually what I try to do is I separate the baby cows so I don't have to accidentally hit one of them, because you don't get anything in the form of a drop. You don't get any baby cow meat. You also don't get any XP, and so it's really not worth your time to do that. And I just realized in setting up the scaffolding, I'm going to set that puppy off just trying to get up there. So change of plan number 28. Not scaffolding, but wool. And I happen to know where I have a lot of wool. So let's run over here to the red quarter, and we will get some wool. Man, this is I'm trying to walk faster than the treadmill's going or something, but it seems like it's putting a little something extra on my legs here. All right, so I don't need that. 64 is plenty enough to get me up there. By the way, let's drop the seeds off while we're here. And actually, let's drop off that pink while we're here as well. All right, back over. And we're going to do this with full success. We're not going to have any spawnings. We're not going to have any going off of the shriekers. So place your bets, place your bets. Can we get it done? A, without any shriekers going off, and B, without the warden showing up. And if the warden shows up, C, can we remove him from our town before he wreaks any damage? So bets are now open. I only have 3 pieces of beef left, huh? Guess I need to go ahead and tank up on food. Where is that sensor? It's over here. I think I'm going to want to come up right in front of the sensor. All right. Pest removal in progress. Oof. Yep. I'm not coming up under it. I'm coming up right next to it. Why do I feel like I should be whispering? Okay, I don't see any other sensors. So I'm going to go with the one sensor philosophy and see if I can dig this up without setting off. Oof. I got it. All right, can I get this one? Yes. Yes. And woohoo! All right. That went without a hitch. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Pest removal complete. Mostly, let me go in and get this. I can use that. Can I hit over there? I think so. Oof. Not down there, though, but up here I can. All right. That went so great. Oops, see, wait. What happened? There's another. Boy, I'm glad that didn't go off. There's another one over there. I have a couple of these. Let me go back to sneak. Because I don't know. There could be another shrieker in here. You never know. Looks like it's down in there. Go to B button just because I don't want to fall off. Slide around this way. Where is that sucker? Hello. Hello. Watch my feet. It's that way. Oh, here we go. Oof. Oh, is that mine? The one I put down there? Nope, it's not. It's another one. Yep, I got you. Come on. There you go. All right. And just in case, is there a light over here? There's a torch right there. That's going to be enough. I'm out of here. Woo! All right. We can get back onto what we were doing now. See, I do actually have a pair of shears on me. I could have been down by now, though, if I just started digging with my hand. All right, yay! We shouldn't have any problems with the warden visiting us and killing any more of our police force or librarians. At least not from those shriekers. And as we found out yesterday, shriekers that spawn are useless. Except for looking cool. They don't do any... What is this? Is this another shrieker? Let's move that off and do this just in case it is a shrieker. I haven't cleared this area yet. So... I'm wondering if there's other stuff in here. Not in there. I just got rid of all the... Oh, you know what? You might be from before when I was throwing eggs up there. You may have escaped the wrath of... See, look, there's another of those steps. That's just steps. Okay. Do I need those steps there? I don't. Because it was making me think there was a shrieker there, so let's just go ahead and get rid of it. And what else we got? Nothing back here. All right. Pest control. Another chicken. Wow, there's chickens all over. Oh, why am I getting lag over here? Chickens all over the place over here. All right, so we are going to head back. There's a waterfall that goes up to a hole. Nope, going to stay on task, stay on task. Come back and explore that later. On to the red section. Oh, quick note, by the way. What I found out is this is actually the entrance to the city. This is the south side. If you look at my map, you see my little pointer is pointing up when I'm looking in this direction. This is the south side of the city. This is actually the entrance, and you'll notice it has the big towers that I'm going to try to rebuild on that side and on that side. So I didn't realize that until I was looking up stuff about the ancient city, trying to find out what's the radius that a shrieker can spawn a warden from. All right. And moving with speed. I'm at the wall. I can't get in there, but I know there's a spot I can get in over here. We're going to go take out some chickens. First, we're probably going to collect some eggs because that seems to be an unending task. What are you two doing here? You guys have been here since like yesterday. I guess you're stuck. Consider yourselves unstuck. All right, let's move this off the hot bar. I will put this on the hot bar, and where to start? Where to start? Is there a catalyst that'll get this area over here? Yes, it is. So, I guess the best thing to do is to just start. Hello. That baby chick said, "Oh no, I'm not going over there. He just killed that guy right in front of me." Hey, you go that way a little bit, 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 and boom. Oh no, nothing in range here. The chicken died for no reason. He gave his life, and we didn't even get any skulk out of it. All right, next. Here, you. Move over. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get rid of some of these eggs that I see. You up there. Thank you for the egg. And I didn't see anything get created off of that. You. Yeah, I saw that. That worked. Hello. How you doing? Nothing. All right. Well, we haven't gotten any new sensors, shriekers, or catalysts from the chicken process like we did the other night from the zombie process. So I'm hoping that if we do get some zombies that will... Hey, look at that. That's nice. Here we go. You're standing right next to one. Come on, and boom. There we go. A little bit further, man. A little bit further. Yeah, over there by the wall. Right there. Smile and cheese. Whack. Or chicken, actually. Nice. Okay. Not only is it great for decorating, but guess what we're going to be able to eat here soon instead of beef. In fact, well, let me get rid of these eggs, and then I can eat my last piece of beef, and then we'll be on chicken for a while. Oof. All right, I'm probably not hungry enough to eat anything. I'm not. Well, why am I not able to? There we go. Oof. Now that'll probably burn up a little bit of my hunger, and I can eat that piece of steak, my last piece of steak, before I start switching to cooked chicken. It didn't burn anything. Huh. Okay. Well, back to what we're doing. And then we are going to come on this way. Come on this way. Yes, right there. Boom. we're going to possibly be visited by Buster Sharp, who I was talking to on Discord yesterday, and he said that he wanted to come over and take a look at what we had and see whether there was any way we could maybe move the stadium so that all of the shriekers that were naturally spawned are in the center of the stadium. Now, I don't know how feasible that's going to be because I really don't want to crash through the barrier between the red zone and the pink zone. So we may have to see. I mean, it may not be more than like 10 blocks that we can move. You guys don't. You know what? I'm going to get the seeds, and then you guys will go where I want you to go. Although you are going to be close. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Move him that way, move him that way. Yep, that's good. Thank you. You're in a good spot. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. All right, let's get these. By the way, we are at 1.45 miles so far. Oh, I blocked that off. I can't go up that way. Turning the arena into a C-shaped arena. That's it. Oh, wait. Where's my fencing? They're gonna get out. Ah, see? Nope. There you go. The other chicken said, nope, let me turn around. Those two got killed. I'm out of here. Turning it into a C-shaped arena. Huh. That's interesting. I'm thinking about it. Yep, didn't spawn anything. So let's go up higher. So we have that wall over there. Oh, I'm almost in the middle. That red block kind of represents the middle between the left side and the right side. So if you had that side over here, you came up this way and had to go back down that side. That would be interesting. And then both teams would start on that side and have to come to the middle. That's interesting. That is a different play on things. Thank you for the idea. You know what? We might have to test that out once we get everything going here. Once we're done with the chickens, we might have to test that out. Which means we'd have to unfilter the sensors. But that's interesting. And then it's not such a linear football type of a stadium. That is interesting. Okay. File that and then focus on what I'm doing because I'll forget. I'm going to get seeds and hopefully dump some stuff out of my inventory as well. Let's see. We're going to get not the catalyst. Need to keep the catalyst. I can drop the shrieker though. Don't need that. I don't really need the sensor right now. Don't really need that or these or that. I will keep these. Let's drop that. This is not cooked, so because I must have used my axe on that. Let's drop that over here. I will keep my chicken. Not able to eat yet. The hoe I need to take back up front. Scaffolding I don't really need. I'll leave it here just in case we need some here. I can drop the wool off and then I can pick up lots of seeds. All right, let's get back in the fight, or in the decorating I should say. Hey, over here, what's going on? Come on down here. Right about there. He got away. They're like, all right, well, what do we do? She stopped carrying seeds. Over here, I got some. Hey, hey, hey. Over here, guys. Look, who else is here? Come on. You want some? In fact, let's be nice here. I'll give you a seed, you a seed, you a seed, you a seed, you and you. That's it. Not feed anybody else. Come on over here and decorate. And ooh, decorate. Decorate. I shouldn't be laughing, but it is kind of funny. That was a good spot there. That was a good one. It's long, covered a lot. All right, let's, thought I saw some eggs over here when I was, yep, I did. Here we go. Making more as we get rid of the ones we have. Chickens are coming out of the buildings. Now if I kill somebody over here, yep, it worked. They're trying to go up. Okay, go ahead, go up. Go up. What's up here? Come on up here. Here, I'll help you. Come up here with the seeds. Oh, now you want to come up here. Oh, we can keep going up. Let's keep going up then. Forgot I put this in up here. Hey, hey, did you lose me? I'm right here. Come on up. Come on up. Trust me. Nothing's gonna happen. Trust me. Everything's fine. Come on. Come on up, chickie, chickie. Come on. There you go. Baby chickie can stay. You, on the other hand, can make some skull. Thank you. And the baby chickens are like, run! All right. Let's wait for somebody to come out right over here. Hello, hello. Right over here. Not where I wanted you to be. You know what? Let's just do this. Let's put the seeds right next to the damn sword. Duh. I may have to move some, jiggle some stuff around on my hot bar. That's not normally where they are, but now I can just do this. Whack. And you, stay where you are. Stay where you are. Whack. All right. See if we can do that over here. Whoa. Sorry, messed up. Slipped on my treadmill there. All right. I need you forward. Forward. Oh, you're in the right spot. Right there. Okay. It's looking Skulky-er already. Now back here. Oh, no, that's not too far back. Okay, you are perfect. Right there next to the wall. And come on, over here. Over here. I don't need all the baby chickens, just the big ones. Whack. Whack. All right. Let's go make some more. As we pick up the eggs, we're going to throw these as well. And as we're getting close to, what time is it now? Ah, my watch is still charging. I don't have my watch on my arm. But as we get close towards the end of the stream, I want to remind you guys to go check out, huh? She said 5 minutes? Wow, really? Oh, 15. Want to make sure you guys know that I'm not the only one on this realm here. This is the Divergence SMP, and there's several content creators that are on here. Amachu in the chat room is one of them, and these guys do some great work. You guys ought to check out their other videos. If you get a chance, go down into the details section of this video, and you'll see a bunch of links for a bunch of folks down there. Those are the other Divergence creators, and you can go by, swing by their channel, tell them I sent you over there, and check out their work. They're pretty good. One for you and one for you. You know what? Can I get, yep, you, and back up, back up, back up. Okay, well, you want to run. That's what happens when you run. How about you? You're standing over here next to one. Ooh. Yeah, that's great, Tyler, because, you know, they put in, a lot of guys put in some hours on stuff. I know you had asked me how long have I been working on the Warden Ball arena or on this place. I couldn't tell you how long I've been working on it. I know it's been a while. Of course, some of it's been at 1 hour at a time doing the treadmill streams. But I know that some guys, Sugar Skull, recently did a 12-hour stream. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. I've gone 4 or 5 hours streaming just regular playing. I mean, you do lose track of time when you're doing this. And if I didn't have, like, my watch, which I don't have on today, it's easy to be on this thing and look up and be like, oh, geez, I've been on here for 3 hours. But 12 hours, that's a dedicated effort. I don't know that I'm ready to try that yet. So this area is looking a lot skulkier than it did yesterday before we started. Definitely I'm going to need more chickens, and hopefully I didn't kill all the grown-ups, because I think I'm going to need to get a lot more eggs than I'm getting. How many have we? Oh, I've got almost 2 stacks of chickens, so that's a lot of dead grown-ups. A lot of dead grown-up chickens. See if I can get some more grown-ups together. Yeah, time zones do get you. I've had people say, hey, I want to see your streams, and I tell them catch a treadmill stream at noon, and they're like, okay, great, noon. Oh, wait, no, that's like 9 o'clock in the morning my time. Nope, not going to be doing that. I'm at work. I understand that. I'm at work a lot too, sometimes right up to time for me to stream. And it's not like you can tell guys at your day job, hey guys, I know that we're right in the middle of something in this meeting, but I need to go and play Minecraft. They probably wouldn't appreciate that. I know, it's just not something that they'd like to hear. Let's see. Not seeing any more grown-ups. I must have killed all the grown-up chickens except for those 2 that I just fed. I think these are the same 2 that I just saw. So, let's take a break from chicken breeding and decorating. Using chickens to decorate. Is there a word for that? Chicken rating? Deca-chickening? I don't know. We need a word for using chickens to decorate. Okay, 1 for you. Oh, you can't eat because you've already eaten. So you're, oh, how about you and you? You 2 are new. So I have 4 that are still here. All right, so let me pick up this XP and we'll get rid of this egg and we'll switch tracks and we'll go do something else. Let these chickens grow up a little bit. Yeah, but I mean, it does keep kind of a human ability. Imagine if you were living in someplace else and they said, oh, we're going to pick GMT is going to be the time zone. And so then it would be, I wake up, instead of I wake up at 8 in the morning, I wake up about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's first thing in the morning, but we call it 2 o'clock because we don't have any time zones. It'd be kind of weird. Unlike Buster, who wakes up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Eastern time. Yes, I do, Amanchu. That is, I saw your post about that, and we were on the Mandalia SMP that night after I saw your post, I think. And we were talking about it, not only the chickens, but the sheep and the cows as well. You'd go in and you'd feed a cow, he would go, and you know that he ate the wheat. Of course, you see the hearts and you know it as well, but I don't know, is that they don't do that on Java, so they took it off of Bedrock? That was a That was a bad call. I mean, whoever made that one was a bad call. You guys need to undo that. Give me my chomping noises back. That one didn't make sense. I'm gonna take the excess cooked chicken over to, oh, I can eat my last piece of steak now before I switch over to cooked chicken. Boom. All right. We're gonna go put the excess cooked chicken in the restaurant. Anywhere better for a bunch of food to be kept, right? All right. The chicken hut. If we had a mushroom down here, where they would be specializing in mushroom soup, but since we have the whole chicken thing going on, I think they're going to be specializing in baked chicken for a while. So we got chicken, baked chicken, boiled chicken, fried chicken, chicken fried chicken. I'll drop these off here. Get them before we come back. Okay. I was going to come over here and do some more terraforming, but I need dirt to do that. Not really terraforming so much, but in this area over here in the blue zone, what I'm working on doing is trying to make it look a little less foreboding. So in the other area, we're trying to make it Skulky-er. We're trying to make it a little less skulky over here. So to do that, we're taking out so much of the deep slate and replacing it with dirt and trying to get, you know, some grass growing in here. Don't have any hills, it's very flat, but it's still, I think the grass down here makes it a little bit more villagery, you know. It's not hard to tell the difference on what. Let me get to where I can read that. Maybe they did that so people can tell the difference between when they eat and when animals eat. I don't know. That I don't know. I don't know. But I will say my guess is that it was someone who was going, hey, people are screaming about parity. Let's put this parity in here. But you know, I don't know. Parity from a feature that works great to a I don't even know what purpose that serves. So yeah, I don't know why they would have done that. Not a fan though. Not a fan. I will say, not a fan. Okay, over here we come out of the little marketplace about 2 blocks. So let's do the same over here. So you want parity, but it's a better parity, not a worse. Whoa! Did you guys heard that, right? I broke that block and a silverfish came out. See if I can do that again. He died immediately. I don't know why, because I didn't hit him. All right, sliding to the back of the thing, Buster would say, "You're getting quieter. Catch up to the mic." Boom, boom, boom. All right, now, you guys know that the way this works is we got one grass block here, and if there's enough light around, eventually this grass block will spread. I am thinking that we must not have enough light around here because that one grass block I put down before we started the show, and it still hasn't spread. So let's bring the light down closer to the ground. That should be plenty bright. And we can move it back up later on. And here we go. So I'm doing this kind of slowly. I'm not just taking just going and cutting everything out and putting grass in. The same way Skulk kind of looks like it spreads randomly and takes things over. We want to try to make it look like the grass is coming back and randomly taking over and turning this town area back into a usable town area with grass and stuff like that. I do want to put some wheat over, I think, in the pink zone. Another reason for getting rid of those shriekers that were up there. And we haven't found a place for the piggies to live yet. So I could put the piggies over on this side. See if we can find a space that's not being used. Like in the back there. On the other side of the restaurant, maybe. Long way to go to get the piggies, but we don't really use pork chops too much. And we have this is, I think, another, well, this isn't really a tower. I don't know what this is. It is a building, though. It's got a second floor. That second floor is all skulked out. So that's an interesting, I think in one of the other worlds, we made that building into the library, actually. Sounds like someone is joining on the Discord. I hear it kicking off. But I don't have Discord open. There we go. Looks like Bad Rabbit's joining the Discord. Can you hear us? Her headset must be messing up. All right, we're not seeing a lot of area right here. I don't want to mess with this building. In fact, I want to put the building back together again. So, not a good spot over here for piggies. Could put the piggies across into the yellow quadrant. Haven't really figured out what we're going to do with the yellow quadrant yet. Got most of the villager stuff here in the blue quadrant. We could put the piggies right here, but then this would block the main hallway here, I guess. Bad Rabbit was using invisibility potions. Possible, it's possible. So, oh, your headset's not working? Yeah, she just said her headset's not working. All right, well, now the blue zone has more property to it. We just kind of segmented this area off because of the villagers. But if we go out around the corner by Bad Rabbit's garden over here, there is some more property back that way that we could use. Dig a pit for the pigs with a walkway over it. Oh, we could do that, but we got this actually a huge amount of space in this town. It's not really laid out very, what's the word I'm looking for? Accessible. You kind of, but they do it like that on purpose. It's kind of maze-like, so you have to wander through it and look around. And this is the ice house. Would that be kind of cruel to put the pigs right next to the slaughterhouse? I mean, here's a hallway right here that we don't really need. This goes behind the bar. We could start fencing right here and go all the way back here and have the pigs over here, right next to the slaughterhouse. I think that's what we're gonna do. Let's take this down. And I'm definitely gonna need some water after this. And I was thinking I was gonna take Bad Rabbit out for lunch, but since she's not on, I can't really ask her where she'd like to go for lunch. I could, but I would struggle to hear the answer with my headphones on. Oof. All right, so we got 5 fences. Do what, baby? It's 1 o'clock, she says. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna take these out, and because I don't want the pigs to get up and walk on the fence like the sheep are doing over any other place. I'm not sure how the sheep keep getting out, but they do. They keep getting out, and it's not good. All right. Well, the boss lady's telling me it's time for me to head out, and I want to make sure that you guys have checked us out on all of our other social media. So if you haven't followed us on Twitter, please get over there and check out Twitter. We've got a lot of our notices about when we're going to be, where we're going to be. Like tonight, we've got date night on Friday, and we're going to probably be either on Mandalia or on the next update SMP, or we might be here depending on whether we can get some guest passes for our rest of our team. So check us out on Twitter. If you haven't followed us on Facebook, hit us up there. We're also on Trovo. We're on Kick. We're on lots of different places. So all those links should be down there in the information on this video. And want to make sure that you guys check us out tonight at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time on Twitch. If you haven't followed us on Twitch, do that as well. So we're going to get ready to head out as you guys go find our other social media channels. I want to thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us. And we will catch you guys next time on Married in Minecraft. And we have done 2.47 miles, again at a 2.5 mile an hour pace. Woohoo!